Hi, and welcome to Seville Estate. My name is Dylan McMahon and I'm the General Manager and winemaker here. And we are thrilled to be part of Visit Yarra Valley's garden party. And I thought, what better way to kick things off than invite a very good friend, Phillip Johnson, to talk about this amazing garden that he designed and installed for us.
Yeah,
G'day, mate. How are you?
It's great to see you. I'll shake your hand, but no. Let's talk gardens.
I know we can do some jazz hands.
Yeah, jazz hands? Well, it's great to be here. Great to actually walk and see this garden evolve.
No, and thanks for coming. Thanks for coming.
How long's it been since we created this?
This is 2 years now. We're coming up in 2 years, so I think we're going to see some pretty amazing sort of established sort of plants, you know, getting going. But I love the fact that, you know, like just to begin things off, just the simple car park, I guess.
Really simple. Let's look at the vineyards and also to engage with what you're about to see. Like,
yes. Not
come back of house, come and see this incredible Yarra
so
Valley.
you've been in a sort of a car with some screaming kids and stuff, and you've
like
turned up here.
like we both have.
Well, you've been thinking about COVID, and you've turned up here, and you kind of, and I love this concept of like engagement with the garden and starting to sort of, I don't know, unwind, I suppose.
Yeah. And connect people with beauty, nature, the environment, and connect people to the land of this amazing spot here at Seville Estate.
Yeah. No, it's a great way to reconnect, and one of the first things that sort of I think people sort of see and get sort of captured by are these amazing arbours that have been designed. And
at night even, they're incredible.
Yeah, the little spotlights are pretty incredible.
So we've got a beautiful climate growing up here, Virginia creeper, it's deciduous, and that's going to be an amazing kind of plant wall as you walk up. And then looking straight ahead, you've got the incredible Yarra Valley.
Yeah, it kind of just beautifully sort of frames it, doesn't it?
And these lights are just, you get these beautiful circles on the ground. So when you arrive for dinner or depart after a few drinks, you've got this wonderful walkway as well. So this is all just shot out just recently.
Yeah, it has. In the last week, it's really exploded actually. And I think this year we'll actually sort of see this beautiful connection between the two.
And that's the thing of time, watching and enjoying a garden grow and evolve. This is an amazing acacia, really architectural, acacia filler, really architectural foliage, great for cut flower, cut foliage as well.
We use that all the time in the restaurant.
Well, I might take a little bit.
And it's a plant that you just put it in a vase and it just looks amazing sitting on the table.
We can do that later.
Yeah.
Outside.
Outside, of course. And then we come to this, which is, this was kind of just like an original concept that we sort of sketched out a little bit, but having a space away from the cellar door and from the restaurant, and this design that you came up, I thought was just brilliant.
I just love it. I love it. And I think the best test is actually when I've been here during like events, seeing my children interact with other children and just enjoying the space and playing.
Yeah.
And it's great for families to sit on bean bags, and it's just so lovely.
It's been a huge sort of value to us just as a multi-purpose space. I mean, we've had some pretty amazing weddings, obviously, you know, the reception, and you've got the bride and groom up there. Yeah. You know, by the time we get to reopen in a couple of months' time, fingers crossed, you know, we're going to actually turn this place into a little bit of sort of an outdoor bar, some bean bags going through here.
No, great.
We actually might potentially have a sort of a container bar sitting here. Yeah. So I think that multi-purpose use for us has been really good. Plus, the other day we were actually just using it as a tee-off, actually. Who could actually make the dam?
Floating balls, of course. I love this bit. This is just my favourite. Dylan, coming up into this space, this is where you're really kind of now embodied in the whole energy of Seville Estate and this beauty of all this native plants that we've selected. And I think I love your brief. What was your brief to me originally?
Well, this is a sort of basically a way of slowing down people's thoughts and actually sort of, you know, use that word connection, which I think is really important, but a way of, you know, just reframing their mindset, you know, having an opportunity to sort of just engage with what's going on and to capture that view, you know, and to suddenly sort of go, wow, where are we? You know, we've always sort of talked about Seville Estate as being this sort of, you know, hidden secret, I guess. So, you know, opening people's minds up to that sort of view has been really important.
No, it's great. It's great to see. And I loved also one of the brief components of plant selection. You wanted to celebrate the beauty of plants from our country, and you know that's what I do every single day is try to connect people to this amazing palette of plants. And I think people, even not a garden lover, will come here, and by the time they arrive at cellar door, they will be kind of wowed by this unique, interesting space.
Yeah, an amazing plant selection, by the way. And it's nice to have still a bit of a throwback to some of the original stuff that was actually planted by my grandparents back in the 70s and stuff. This hasn't shot yet, but that's going to look pretty amazing when it does.
Wow.
Something that I love though, mate, I've never been able to get any of mine at home to do anything like this.
Yeah,
These
this is really cool.
actually gone
Look at this kangaroo paw.
nuts. Those kangaroo
I'm going
paws.
to just take that. That can open out in the vase.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
There's plenty more to come, I think.
Yeah, that's a little bit young, that one.
But the density, they're just incredible.
And there's things too, like I've positioned this is called a cousin it plant. This is for little kids to kind of connect with.
I have no idea where that came from. Yeah.
I don't know. It's beautiful. And I want people to touch, feel and be wowed by the plant palette.
Well, something like these little things. Can you remember you wouldn't...
This is an Eremophila. It's a beautiful flowering. This is stunning. Can I cut a little bit of this?
Yeah, go for it.
This is just cracker. This is just
so many things have just shot.
Wow!
Literally in the last week.
Look at this acacia. Look at this beautiful silver acacia. Has a long flower spike that's just come out.
Definitely take some of that.
Yeah, I might even take this off the path. Even just that in one big vase is just amazing.
Yeah, well, we've never had to, in the last couple of years, we have not purchased any plants. So we just...
Wow, that's pretty big. And I highly recommend don't come here and cut up their garden. This is for one vase inside.
But we've been using, you know, cut flowers from this garden for the last sort of 2 years now without, you know, we haven't had to pay for any sort of foliage or anything.
Yeah, and
it's kind of, you know, just before the restaurant opens, you know, on a Friday morning, the guys go out, you know, pick all these amazing sort of plants.
Yeah. You can take this. This is a bit too big for me to carry.
Oh, that one?
Because I want to talk about this plant. This is one of my all-time favourite plants. It's an Eremophila nivea. Once again, beautiful flower. It's just popped out. Gorgeous in a little vase as well. And touch and tactile. And that's the thing. I want people to come up here and actually touch and feel the plants as well.
Yeah.
One plant
they're pretty silky. It reminds me of peanut cannons.
Look at this, look at this. This is just absolutely insanely beautiful. This is a Geraldton wax flower. Have a look at that. That is just...
That's a pretty little
truly
thing, isn't it?
Delicate in a little bottle.
So that's some of the interesting things, hasn't it, actually? Because the nursery that you've used, he's actually been able to graft some really unique species from WA and from other sort of things that you wouldn't normally see down here in Victoria, but he's been able to put that onto rootstock that can actually work down here.
Tolerate.
It's amazing. Pretty good.
I love this space in here. Like we've got this paving drains into this natural drainage line. So pushing these kind of little hidden sustainable elements.
Yes.
This is a little dry creek through here. Interesting foliage. Mead Baldina, one of my favourite plants.
And then all to the centerpiece.
Oh, this is.
You took some convincing to actually to do this, but I appreciate that you talked me into this one.
The Queensland bottle tree, but it has a very important story, doesn't it? This is an amazing spot. So this is why I reckon everyone needs to come to Seville Estate, especially if you're even single. Because about 13 years ago, nearly to the day, I met my wife right here during Shedfest. There's a busload of ladies arrive. I'm here having a glass of wonderful Chardonnay, very kind of oaky Chardonnay, really rich and buttery, which I love from Seville. These group of girls arrived and they said, "Do you mind if we join you?" And this girl said, "Oh my God, Phil Johnson, I went to school with you." And we
Did you actually go to school together?
I went to school with Sarah.
Oh my God, did you recognise her?
Oh, I did straight away. I jumped into that opportunity. This is an opportunity of a lifetime because her dad was my favourite teacher But back to here, this is where I met her, and we decided to contribute this really amazing tree, the Queensland bottle tree, which will get bigger and bigger, maybe like ourselves through COVID, but bigger and bigger, and it's a beautiful kind of reminder of that connection of other things can connect. I met my wife at this place, and I've now had this wonderful opportunity to design one of my favourite of all time gardens here for a future legacy.
When we first sort of excavated through here, or sort of levelled this section out through this, you know, sitting over there and looking out past over that view, would have to be still my favourite spot to sort of sit here. You know, there's some pretty amazing views from the restaurant, and actually out onto the deck, which hopefully will be bustling with people soon, and especially out here as well. But yeah, enjoying this space just out here with this amazing water feature as well that's gone in. Has been something that is just amazing.
And this bilbong, I call it, it's all integrated for water collected off the roof. So when it rains, it also is replenished and filled up, and planted all with local plants. So local indigenous plants that once grew in all our local waterways in the Yarra Valley.
Yeah, there seems to be this beautiful thing when you're sort of walking up, especially in the morning, and it's dead quiet. You can't hear anything. Yeah, exactly. But there's just the sound of water. I don't know, there's a really calming effect to that as well. It's just brilliant. And when you're sitting out here enjoying lunch or a glass of wine, there's just that sort of that trickling effect of that sort of, it's just really stimulating.
And that's what's so important with the creation of water flowing, is to have that nice ability to have it subtle, not overpowering. It's kind of...
It's just a background.
And it's a really energizing kind of effect as well.
Yeah. Well, I think we should probably lead on to that, and actually, maybe we should sit out here and enjoy some Riesling actually and things. And I think we've got Soren going to be set up soon, and we'll have some food and enjoy a glass of Riesling in this amazing view.
And I might go and quickly put these in a vase for you.
Sounds good. Let's do it. So, some Riesling.
I love it, love it.
Let's do it. And the sun's just come out, which is stunning.
Absolutely perfect.
What a day.
And what a view.
Fantastic. So we're going to actually try our 2017 Riesling. So this is a fantastic little wine. COVID port.
Yeah, excellent.
Soren, you going to come and join us?
Love to.
Here we go. Grab that.
Cheers, mate.
So this 17 Riesling, I think it's going to be a bit of a delicious match actually with what I saw you cooking before. So our Rieslings are all barrel fermented. So obviously all here, grown on the property, fully barrel fermented. So we're actually looking for more a textural, more structured style of Riesling. We're not relying too much on sugar or anything. We're relying on that barrel ferment sort of to give that sort of creaminess and more texture, and sort of, I don't know, add some complexity to the Riesling, and not shying away from sort of, that phenolics and that a little bit of that grip and a bit of that toughness, I guess. They age beautifully, and I think now with a couple of years in bottle, 2017, also a great year, I think it's starting to look delicious. You're starting to get all those sort of more secondary sort of Riesling sort of characters. Oh, beautiful. And I should say that obviously when you get your garden pack, you'll get this inside, obviously with the recipe cards and stuff of the different dishes. But if you scan your QR code, you'll get our recipe for your Buxton Trout Ceviche dish. Which, talking about, should we go have a little try?
Let's have a little plate up.
Sounds amazing.
So basically we've got a nice Peruvian inspired spring ceviche of some local Buxton rainbow trout with some orange, loads of red onion, green chili, oregano and coriander. We're going to finish it with some nice toasted coriander seeds. With some nice toasted coriander seeds and some mustard oil. Just some more picked coriander. toasted seeds. Just add an element of crunch into this. And then some mustard oil. Mustard oil is incredibly pungent, so not too much, but it goes nicely with the seeds and the orange in this dish. There we have it.
The mustard oil. So
Mustard oil, yeah.
is that something that you've made, or?
I haven't made it. It's a bought product. Some supermarkets sell it, but a lot of Middle Eastern providors sell it. Very, very strong, but just a small amount. It goes beautifully with the orange, the lime, and the coriander in this. Just get rid of that.
I think so. I mean, I'm starting to see those lovely sort of lifted aromatics of, you know, you got that sort of slight sort of apricot fruit thing coming through on this wine now. It's really starting to lift. A bit of citrus. Let's go for it. I reckon this is going to be good.
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful.
It's amazing what that heat does when the sun comes out just for a little bit.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Sec.
Thanks, buddy. Wow, that looks incredible. Cracker.
So good. Just balanced.
Oh, wow.
Sweet, salty, acid.
The taste of spring.
The sun's arrived too. How perfect.
How amazing.
I love the orange actually. The sweetness obviously is there to sort of back off the lime juice.
Exactly. Bring it all into line. A little bit of salty to make sure that the sweetness doesn't go too far. And then playing with chili just adds another texture in there. It's just so good.
There's a little bit of creaminess in that Riesling that sort of just carries through as well and just holds that acid, which is really nice. Well, hopefully we can all be doing this. Well, that was delicious. Thank you, Soren. And thank you, Phil, for joining us and showcasing this amazing garden once again. Thank you. And thank you for tuning in. And we hope that we can have everyone out here enjoying themselves soon, you know, sitting out on the deck with some interesting sort of dining options that we're going to be putting together when we reopen, and also enjoying this amazing outdoor area here. But before I say goodbye, please check out Regional Pantry, and also look out for the hashtag #ClickForVic to support local producers. But until we can all sort of reopen, thanks again, and hope to see you soon.